UX button best practices. These are tips for you to start getting your buttons right. So stay tuned and let's get started. Number one, make primary buttons stand out. Use visual weight and strong color contrast to make the primary action button clearly distinguishable. This ensures it draws attention and encourages action. When users need to take action, make sure the primary button catches their eyes. Use bold design and strong contrast to ensure it's easily identifiable and encourages interaction. Tip number two, use action oriented labels. Button labels should clearly indicate the action they perform. Use concise functional text to guide users effectively. Clear button label guides users by telling them exactly what will happen. Use concise, action focused tests to create a smooth and intuitive experience. Tip number three, keep button text on one line. Ensure button label stays on a single line for readability and visual clarity. Avoid wrapping text to maintain a clear design. Text that wraps inside a button can be hard to read. Keeping the text on a single line improves legibility and maintains a clear and uncluttered design. Tip number four, stick to familiar button shapes. Use conventional button shapes that users recognize, such as rectangles with rounded or sharp corners. Avoid unconventional shapes that might cause confusion. Unusual button shapes can confuse users. Stick with familiar, easy to recognize shapes like rectangle and circles when applicable to ensure your buttons are instantly understood. Tip number five, ensure buttons are thumb friendly. Design buttons with adequate sizes and padding to make them easy to tap on, especially on mobile devices. Avoid slim buttons that hinder usability. Small buttons can be frustrating to tap on, especially on mobile devices. This makes users really mad. Ensure buttons are large enough to interact with easily and comfortably, reducing the chances of errors. Tip number six, align button text properly. Ensure text inside buttons is properly aligned both vertically and horizontally for a polished and professional look. Misaligned text can confuse users. It leaves them wondering if it's a button or something else, and this reduces clarity. Misaligned text look unprofessional and can make the button harder to read. Proper vertical and horizontal alignment keeps things looking clean and easy to scan. Tip number seven, maintain proper spacing between text and icons. Ensure there is adequate spacing between text and icons within a button. This improves readability and creates a balanced design. Crowded buttons can be confusing and untidy. Give enough space between text and icons to ensure each element stands out clearly, making the button's purpose easy to understand. Tip number eight, ensure text and button contrast. Maintain a strong contrast between the text color and the button background to enhance readability and accessibility. Buttons with low contrast makes text hard to read, especially in dim lighting. A strong contrast between the button background and text ensures your button is readable and accessible to everyone. Tip number nine, align button colors with action. Choose button colors that appropriately represent their intended action to ensure clarity and intuitive use. The color of a button should reflect its purpose. Using the right colors help users understand the action they are about to take, making the experience more intuitive. Finally, go to my channel and check out videos on how to create your button library. It would be of great help to you. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends that might need it. And see you in the next video.